Hey, this is Ryan from Learn Worse Your Kids, and today we're going to be playing a whole new game today. We're going to be playing the game League of Legends. If you've never played this game before, it is categorized as a multiplayer online battle arena, or a MOBA. And it's basically a game where you do basically massive multiplayer battles on certain maps that this game has. The game is pretty intricate. It has a lot of different characters. They call them champions, so you're probably going to be hearing me calling the characters champions in this game. And there's a couple different maps, and there's a lot of little intricate things and a really high ceiling level that you can bring this game to. So we're going to click play. Normally you'd click up PvP and go face other opponents. You could do co-op versus AI, which is basic. It's on the 5v5 and 3v3 map, and it's teammates with like battling robots. And there's custom games, which can be all robots or all your friends or however you want to do it, and tutorials. I'm gonna actually just set up a custom game and add some robots and show you the basics of the game, and let's just get going. So the first thing that you see when you create a custom game is that there's 4 different maps in League of Legends. There's Summoner's Rift, the Crystal Scar, Twisted Treeline, and Howling Abyss. Summoner's Rift is the main map of the game. It's the map that most of the characters are designed around. It is like where everyone, or I'd say probably about 90% of the player base, ends up spending their time. Crystal Scar, which is kind of a circle-based game. The game and it's called Dominion. It's a little bit less popular and kind of a little bit of chaos. Twisted Treeline, which is kind of like Summoner's Rift, but it is meant for 3v3 rather than 5 versus 5 players. And then Howling Abyss, which is for a game mode that is really for like 1 versus 1s, and for a game mode called ARAM, which is all random characters and they all go down one little bridge and fight each other. So we're just going to click the main map, Summoner's Rift, click Blind Pick. We'll do Tournament Draft in case we have to pause it actually. And just start it up. Team size 5, that's great. Hey, so I am playing Twisted Fate, the card-wielding mage. Right here, that's me, Rizzle. Right here, you normally see your teammates' names, and yeah, this is the loading screen that happens before your game gets going, and it shows you your enemy champions, your names, your summoner spells, which are these little links down here, and yeah. So the first thing we're going to want to do is move our character. You move your character by right-clicking around anywhere. You can click it on the map, you can click it right around your character. We spawned at our main base, and what we're going to do here is click either on the shopkeeper or on this little thing down below, which is the item shop, and buy the starting items. For beginners, I definitely recommend staying under the recommended tab until you kind of learn some of the items, what they do, and then start going on your own path from there. So we're gonna follow the secondary quest, choose your lane, and go down this middle lane right now. This game is separated into lanes. So with the main, I guess I should tell you the main objective of the game. The main objective of the game is to destroy each other's main base. And they call the main base in this game the Nexus, which is this circular blue thing, because I'm on the blue team. You're going to notice if you drag your mouse to the top or left or any side of the screen, the camera will follow it. So I'm going to show you guys all the way up on the other side of the map is the enemy main base, the red team's base. So our main goal is to get through a line of these turrets and into their base and to destroy their main nexus in the end. So back to lanes. I've completed my secondary quest, choose your lane. So the ways that you can get into the enemy base are by working your way through these tower systems. Before you can destroy one tower, you just destroy the tower in front of it. So like you can see how I can left click on this tower and see its health, but I can't on the one behind it. And so you basically pick a lane, either middle where I am, all the way up here top where 2 of my teammates are, and or all the way down here bottom where 2 of my other teammates are. As the game actually gets going, you're going to notice that these minions appear. These minions basically are your source of income as the game starts. These minions, once you get the last hit on the minion's health bar, you'll see the little health bars above their heads. Once you get the last little hit on their health bar, you can go ahead and get whatever money they're worth. Different minions types are worth different amounts of money. Let's see, the sword ones are worth 20 I just got. Now let's just try one of these little wizard ones. I think they're 16 if I'm right. Let's see, 15. So yeah, you basically kill minions, get the last hit on the minions to get money, or kill champions, which is definitely a little bit harder, especially when you're facing up against players, which I am currently not. So how you attack with your character is you can either auto attack, which what I've been doing. I've just been auto attacking minions and auto attacking this champion once in a while, my enemy, or you can use your abilities. You use your abilities by putting your points in at the bottom, which have those little plus things that I clicked, and then from there using your abilities. Your abilities are on the little letters that it shows underneath them, like Q, W, E, and your ultimate is on the R button, which you get at level 6. Currently I'm level 5 in this game, which is this little number next to my health bar. And below my health bar is my mana, which you can see the actual number for down here. So I'm going to use my abilities. My Q is a good ability to just to poke with a little bit. I'll show you what it does. I press Q and it shoots out 3 different cards that do a lot of magic damage to anybody they hit. Which is why I said at the beginning, I am a card wielding mage. So the name of the game for this kind of playing this game early is really focusing on these last minions on their health bar while focusing on the enemy's abilities and the enemy, so you don't want to get too close and get poked out or get too much damage given to you, and vice versa. You want to try and throw abilities at the enemy champions when you can, like that, but try not to miss like I missed, right? Okay, so all we're doing right now is killing these minions and fighting our lane opponent, throwing some abilities at her, getting her nice and weak so we can maybe kill her soon enough. Yeah, every level you get an ability point, which you can use to initially put in your abilities or upgrade them once you have all of your abilities. The upgrades are based on you, though each character usually kind of has like better abilities that are better to level up first. Example, my Q, which shoots at these cards, which will do even more damage every time I throw them out. So, come on.
Let's raise the stakes.
My W is a ability that basically cycles through 3 different cards. If I land on this gold one, it stuns my opponent, I auto attack. And if looks like I can actually finish her off here. Oh no! I actually didn't finish her off because I missed my ability. Yeah, you really have to pay attention when trying to aim your abilities. So she's gonna go back to base, regain her health, and I'm just gonna push into her tower and try and get some turret damage. Like I said earlier, the first team to get through these line of turrets and get to their base wins. So if I get turret damage, it's a better start. And you also get money for destroying turrets. So it's just another spike to help you out a little bit. Yeah, let's see. I got the turret down to 1500 health. What you saw there was that a turret attacked me. Once you don't have any minions underneath the turret will attack you, as well as if you attack an enemy champion underneath the turret. What is she doing? She's just running up to me. That time I threw I cycled to a blue card and threw it out. What that does is it gives me a little bit of mana back. You're gonna notice that this guy, he actually used a lot of mana when he's casting abilities. So my W is one way I get a little mana back if I draw the right card. I'm just gonna keep drawing blue cards and get a little mana back so I can kill her. Let's poke her down. Get a gold card. I'm gonna use my summoner spell, which I'll tell you about in a second, and finish her off. Okay, I got a kill, and it's a great time to go back to my base. Rather than walking all the way back, you can just press B or click this little thing down here, but it's a lot easier just to press B and go back to my base. Though someone can interrupt you during that, so be careful. Don't do that right in front of some enemies. From here, I'm going to go down my recommended. This is a pretty good item. It's pretty good if you're really into the game to read all the items and get used to them, because you're going to be buying a lot of similar items on a lot of different characters. So let's walk out and head up. Okay, so let's check out our team. Down in the bottom lane, looks like they're a little bit behind, so I might go help them out this game. Remember, this is a team game. Even though I have robots as teammates and robots as enemies, a lot of the times you won't. A lot of times you're gonna have actual teammates, so you gotta work with them. You gotta be nice to them. You can't be too rude. You gotta just work as one. Okay, I'm gonna use my ultimate, which I'll tell you about after I use it. So my ultimate is a giant teleport. So I teleported behind my enemies, and now I'm doing damage to them. I'm gonna try and get a what they call a double kill in this game. Oh man, I didn't get it.
Doing it.
Well, I killed one, which isn't that bad. Okay, what I did there was I used my ultimate. Each character at level 6 gets their strongest ability, or as I said 3 times, an ultimate. And mine basically allows me to, if you read, reveals all enemy champions, and then while it is active, I can teleport up to 5,500 units away. If you're unsure what 5,500 units are, if I hover over my ultimate, it is that big circle on my mini map, and anywhere in that circle I can teleport to. So this guy can really help out his team once he's doing well. Like, I saw my teammates struggling, so I said, why not go down there, teleport behind the enemies, and help out my team. And I came back and ended up destroying my own enemy. Okay, we're gonna try and get some damage to this turret now, see how that goes. Okay, I have 3 kills and 0 deaths, which if you look at the top, it shows your kills, your deaths, and then your assists up here. And that little number 52 next to it is how much minions you've slayed this game. You want to try and keep that number as high as you can get it, because the more minions that you've last hit, and is more minions you've got money for. Oh, the only minions that add to that are the ones that you got the last hit on and you got actual money for. So, yeah. Okay, so I have 1,600 gold. It looks like one of my teammates is about to come down. Maybe help me out. Maybe pick up another kill. Let's see. Nice. He got his taunt off, and then he kind of ran away. I don't know why he ran away, but he helped me out a little bit. So I wasn't in any very dire need for help. What I did there was I used another one of my summoner spells. Did I already talk about my summoner spells? Okay, so I'll give you the summoner spell lowdown, because I don't think I already did. So summoner spells. When you're picking your character or champion, you basically, on any character, you can pick out of like 12 summoner spells, you can pick 2 to take with you. The ones I chose are 2 spells, one called Ignite, which basically allows you to do a little extra damage, and then one called Flash, which basically allows you to blink a little area. Like you saw how I teleported like 5 feet in front of me just to get that last hit on my enemy that I really needed. You can use it to escape as well. Here they are down here, Ignite and Flash. Yeah, and you can run those on any champion. Like if I press tab, I can see all my teammates and enemies' summoner spells. You'll see a good amount of them also have that same one, Ignite. None of them happen to have Flash, which is a very popular one, but none of them happen to have it, so.
Always on the run.
My teammates got killed up here, so I'm just coming up here to help them out. I'm pretty strong, and so I'm going to try and do some damage to these guys.
I got this.
Though that champion, he's kind of based around going really fast, so he just popped up his movement speed ability and just got out of there, which was the smart thing to do. I'm gonna go back to my lane and check out what's going on. Maybe I think I'm really ahead of her. If I press tab and I look at her items, she hasn't even built a full item yet. She only has like little bits, and she's 0-3-0, which means 0 kills, 3 deaths, and 0 assists, and which basically puts me really far ahead of her. If you look at my items, I finished a whole item, and I am up to 5 kills, 0 deaths, and 0 assists. So that is something that you really want to be looking at when you're trying to fight other characters and stuff. You want to look at their kills, their deaths. You want to press tab, check it out before you start a fight, and you want to check out their items, because more items does more damage. What's going on up here? Looks like my teammates are helping out each other. Yeah, that was this ninja guy's ultimate, where he can teleport to a teammate and shield him. So he went all the way from this bottom lane all the way up to the top, just to help out his teammate and give him a shield. So I'm gonna try and get this turret, because you know, we just gotta try and get to the base. Oh, no more minions, so the turret's attacking me. Yeah, I have to say, a player won't move like this. A player won't just kind of walk up to you, or at least a decent one. A decent player won't walk up to you when they're that far behind. She's 0 kills, 5 deaths, and 0 assists. I'm mainly just playing versus bots, just to show you guys the basics and not get too interrupted. But yeah. So we killed our first turret. That's the first turret of the game. If you notice, it gave us gold, which will put us even farther ahead, which is pretty bad for the enemy team. Look what happens when this guy tries to attack me. I just blow him up too. Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen when even in a real game, when you start doing really well in a lane, and the enemy's teammates are gonna come and try and shut you down, and really just try and stop you from getting stronger and stronger. So things like that are gonna happen, where the enemies from different lanes walk all the way down and try and kill you, but it's gonna usually be done a little bit more, a little bit better. Like it is kind of a stupid idea for the enemy champion to walk into me with not full health while I have 7 kills and 0 deaths, because I'm pretty strong at this point. Okay, so yeah, one thing that will also happen in a lot of games is the enemy team will have a jungler. A jungler is really just a role that, instead of going to one of these major 3 lanes, they... One second, let me finish her off and finish this guy off, and I'll show you guys the jungle. So, come here, Graves. Just trying to kill you. Okay, so I'm gonna walk around my jungle, show you guys the jungle real quick. There's 2 sides of the jungle. There's this blue side over here. It's generally called the blue side because of, I'll show you. There's these little wolves. There's this giant blue buff, and this is why it's called the blue side. Yeah, there's this camp here. There's a little frog thing over here. You saw the wolves over there, and right outside of the camp is the main objectives. At 20 minutes, a giant monster spawns there that your team can try and take down with you, and you guys can get a major bonus from killing it. And there's also a dragon way over here that can actually be done a lot easier, and you could easily do it with around 2 to 3 people rather than needing a whole team. Yeah, and these are just more things that really allow the game to be fun. Allow you guys to fight over things that aren't just turrets, and really just give you more objectives to fight for, and give you more money, give you more bonuses, give you power-ups when you kill them, and yeah. Yeah, they have 3 people in my lane right now, and they really can't mess with me too much. So I'm gonna flash and then Q. I got one of them, and my teammate teleported me to help me out, which is awesome. Okay, yeah, and you're gonna realize that both of these this map is completely like flip-flop reverse. Like, while I got this little blue buff all the way over here, this blue monster, if I go exactly opposite diagonal, you'll realize that there's an exact replica on the enemy team. So whatever team you are when this game starts, whether you're red or blue team, you're not going to be blue team every time. And whatever team you start as, it doesn't really matter too much at all. The only difference is like these little pathways going like to the dragon right here, and these little pathways going to the Baron up here, which is that big monster I talked about. I'll probably do the dragon in a bit once I get a little more strength and once I have the confidence. Okay, so what are we gonna buy? We're actually just gonna leave the base with this. I'm just kind of buying items under the recommended items because they're actually all really good items for this character. And yeah, so we have 3 people middle because they saw my strength and they saw me take a tower, which actually opens bot lane for my teammates. So hopefully my teammates are gonna push and get that tower bottom, and I'll distract all these guys here. Okay, that monkey guy Wukong, he used his ultimate on me. That's what that giant knock-up and spin was. That was his ultimate. And I managed to survive it and put them on the chase, to be honest. So I'm just gonna keep pushing up this. I wasn't even aiming for anybody, and I got that guy. Okay, cool. So we're gonna keep pushing towards their base. Usually opening up their base right there is one of the hardest parts. It's where a lot of the team fighting happens. It's a lot of where leads in the games can be thrown away. It's just by trying to break into the enemy base and really get towards the inhibitors, which I will tell you about. You know, I'll tell you about that once we get there. Okay, now I'm gonna go do the dragon. I don't think we're
doing it.
Are we gonna get this turret, guys? If my robot teammates will assist me getting this turret, then I'll gladly try and get it. Okay. You see the health is pretty high. They're not attacking it. Oh, they're starting to. I had to be careful though, because like I said, this is a place where it can get really crammed up, and a lot of people can throw their lead or end up dying to the turret or dying to the enemies. Okay, we have a full team here though. We have all 5 people. So just gonna keep pushing. Can we get it, guys? Come on, robots, help me out. Okay, so my teammates, of course, when the minions aren't there, they didn't want to run past the turret, but once the minions were gone, they were completely down to run into the turret and kill everybody. Okay, so what we're destroying right now, this circular thing, is called an inhibitor. This inhibitor, once you kill one, it makes super minions, they call them, spawn in your lane. So, for an example, we just killed the middle one. So what's going to happen now is, since we killed the middle inhibitor, super minions are going to run down our middle lane. And it's only for a temporary time. Unlike the turrets, the inhibitors spawn back and basically give you a fighting chance, like give you something to defend if you actually live long enough for the inhibitor to respawn. Okay, so we got an inhibitor. I don't know what they're doing. They're having fun in the base. I'm just gonna buy some items, and then go do the dragon that I talked about for a while ago. I'll show you what the super minions look like. Ah! Remember earlier I said you have to be careful when backing? Great example of that. Luckily I'm strong enough, so it doesn't really matter. But let's throw a ward over there, press back in a safer spot. Yeah, these brushes as well, you can hide in them. Enemies can't see you even if they're right here, and it forces them to use vision items, which I'll probably talk about in a later episode. If you guys want that type of thing. Sub on item. Normally this isn't a great use for your ult, but I'm gonna ultimate towards the dragon just to get there faster. It's a lot better to use this Twisted Fates ultimate just to get to fights though. But I'm really at a point in this game where it doesn't really matter too much. really ahead. I'm 17 kills and 0 deaths. Like I said, when you're fighting someone, you really have to use working memory and think about your items, your kills, your deaths, and the enemies. So if any enemy really wants to face me and they press tab and look that I have 17 kills, if they're a real player, they would not come up and fight me at all. Or they would have their whole team basically fight me and
Charmed, I'm sure.
basically use stuns and wouldn't let me just walk in and kill everyone, you know? So now that the mid inhibitor is gone, even though I'm not bot lane, once you kind of get towards the middle of the game, it's not bad to walk around and help your teammates get the other turrets, and because each turret you get money no matter what. You get more money if you are closer to it, but you get money no matter what. So it's good to push every turret and push for more inhibitors, which means more super minions, which means more power to your team. So there's a lot of planning that you can go. You can tell your teammates, oh, I want to get the dragon, and then go bot, set some goals, and hopefully your team will follow your plan. My team seems to just be dealing with the enemies while I'm just killing the bottom inhibitor. They're doing the dance over there with them. That's fine, because no one's stopping me. Okay, I killed 2 people in there just by their own 2 abilities. And yeah, oh, maybe we can end this game soon. We have 2 inhibitors, which is a really good spot in the game. But I'm not sure if we'll be able to end it soon. We'll see. See how much our robot companions want to help us out. Yeah, these games, a normal PvP game can go anywhere from like around 20 minutes to anywhere up to like an hour, maybe a little bit more if you're having a ridiculously long game. But I've seen them go pretty long. So if you're playing this game, you definitely want to be able to sit down and commit your time to it, because you're kind of letting, it's like a football game, and if you leave halfway through, you're kind of letting down all your 5 teammates and your enemies a little bit, because it kind of ruins the game, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, it's nice if your enemy leaves the game, but at the same time, it makes the game a little bit less fun, because it's not a fair battle. Yeah, so we're at the enemy nexus, all towers are down, and you notice that the enemy nexus has a health bar. We're going for the winning end right now at 27 minutes. So I'm just clearing the minions, and we're going to attack the nexus. Yeah, this game is a free game made by Riot Games, and if you have any interest in it, I assume you do if you made it this far in the video, go check it out and download it. If you're new to the game and wanted a basic tutorial, hope this is it. And if you guys want to see any more League of Legends videos, I could gladly make them. I could show you how to play any role. I could show you the more in-depth things with Visions and Baron, which I didn't even go near this game. Or yeah, or maybe even do some PvP if you guys want to see. So I hope you guys had a fun time watching and learned a bit. And see you guys next time. Bye.
It's all in the card. Just the luck of the draw. Charmed, I'm sure.